So Xander says that you're parked waiting. So yeah. Well, I'm here. I'm not sure how early it is. Oh yeah, we're right on time. Woo-hoo. I don't have any guests coming. I don't know why it's. But yeah, I'm here. So just keep. Been a long week. Hi, Xander. Yeah. So it's just me and you, buddy. Nobody else has come in yet. So there's Miss Patty. Hi, Miss Patty. That's all right. They'll show up. They'll show up. Yeah. There's Miss Patty. So we're just gonna hang out for an hour and see how things go. And I set it up for a guest because I thought I would have a guest and then things didn't work out. So there will not be a guest today. But yeah, that's okay. It's just me. You're finally on time. Hi, Isaac. How are you, buddy? So yeah, I'm just hanging out on the porch and hey, 9 Acre Family Farms. How's Dale and Lisa? Is Nana there with you, Mr. Dale? Life happens. It does. Yes, life does happen. I translated. We're good, Xander. Yep. I've got a whole bunch of nothing done this week. I blame it on autocorrect. And usually it is autocorrect. But yeah. So I got a whole lot of nothing done. I push mowed this whole yard except for right where we parked the vehicles. Holy moly. Well, hello, 9 Acre Family. Hi, Miss Lisa. But yeah, we and Mr. Dale. Yeah, getting excited. Ozarks Homesteading Expo is next. Not the coming weekend, but the following weekend, the 25th and 26th, Friday and Saturday. And I'm super excited to be getting ready for that. I don't have push mow. Yes, Miss Patty. But hello, Heather Hopper. But I'm gonna have to go to Kansas this week. So I am going to do my best to load the riding mower so that I don't have to push mow again. But yeah. And I usually Gary and I tag team it, but that wasn't an option this week. So yeah, and I didn't get anything else done. I mean, I say that, but I picked garden and a canned a pint of green beans, and I ate a little bit of green beans and picked some tomatoes. I've got the squirrels and the groundhogs have found my tomatoes. And so I'm having to beat them to them. And I don't know. Tomorrow I think I may try to put up the electric fence to kind of keep them out of the garden. Yeah, there's quite a bit of lawn here, and I really don't have the option to put animals on it. So, yeah. But, well, I mean, it's a nice site. It's a nice. Well, yes. There's actually a season, so yeah, we'll have to see the Yeah, so when the season comes, we'll have to see. Hey, how are you there, Ollie? How are you doing, bud? I went blank. His name was just gone, but it finally came. Ollie. Yeah. So yeah, I thought about trapping them and seeing what I don't know, but I don't know what the regs are. Like live trapping them, I don't know what the regs are for moving them. So we'll see. You're good? Good. I'm glad you're doing good. But we got a lot of rain this week. A lot of rain. So I had to try to mow between rains and may have to start over mowing tomorrow. Took me all week to get the lawn mowed, and I'm just going to have to start over. I broke it down into pieces and tried to, but it won't be as tall this time, so maybe I can go faster. But yeah, I still got The oh, Isaac, I just went blank. The groundhogs. The groundhogs, Isaac. The groundhogs and squirrels have been into my garden really bad. And so they need to go bye-bye. I don't know. I just need to, wait for season and get rid of them, I guess. But yeah, I think I can depredation, like relocate them, like lab trap them and relocate them. I don't know. We'll have to see. But yeah, I've been trying to make a lot of noise, trying to be super busy, hoping that they will move along, find a new home because it's too busy here for them. And they weren't so bad when Saddle was here, but when Saddle passed, that did. But yeah. And when I go to Kansas, I also will bring a dog back with me. I don't know if that'll make a difference, but we'll see. I don't know if I'm bringing back. So if you guys missed it, our little Dottie Dottie passed away. It was an odd thing, just a really odd thing. And the more we discuss it and talk about it, the less sense it makes that she passed away, because the puppies were still nursing. So it couldn't have been dehydration because they're still nursing. And it could, and no one else was, and none of the other puppies were even sick or anything. Luke said he had given them the shots a day or two prior to her passing away. So maybe and he knows how to do it. He made sure there was no error in anything and made sure he put it in the right place and all of that. And so we don't know. We don't know if she had, we don't know. Maybe, Yeah. You're in Rolla. Well, wow, that's a ways to go. But yeah, so we don't know. But anyway, and then Little Lady was the other female puppy, and she was already spoken for. So that leaves us with the 4 male puppies. And so I don't know if I'll pick a puppy or if I'll bring Maddie back and all of the puppies back with me. I don't know yet. But yeah, well, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, so there's just Maddie and the 4 puppies, and of course Luke's dog, the Boone. Those are the dogs at the homestead in Kansas. So I've got to pick a dog or bring back more than one dog. I don't know yet. We'll see. But I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go up through Kansas City and visit Kay, our middle girl, and just spend a couple days traveling and be gone for a little while. And yeah, I'll be back next week on live. I got over to the little library that's close, and so hopefully I can go in once or twice a week and load videos. I did get some of my computer issues figured out. At least got one more video edited and ready to load, but my phone isn't giving me enough signal to load it onto the internet. So hello, Miss Brenda. Did y'all get some of this beautiful rain up north? You were in Florida. How fun. My sister and her family, one of my sister just older than me, her and her family absolutely adore Florida. And they go about once a year. I should say she and her family. Proper English is not always my forte. But I'm struggling to carry the conversation because, as you can tell, Gary's not here. So, and he usually is pretty good. Same, once a year. Cool. I've never been to Florida. I don't know. I think it'd be neat. I'd like to go. If I go, I'd like to go for like the Everglades. I want the. See, we can't have it, can we, Miss Brenda? We're either crying because we're not getting enough, or crying because we're getting too much. I feel you, Miss Brenda. I feel you. I have it's been a dreary week, just raining off and on, and I've been trying to get the lawn mowed in between rains, and the grass is growing quicker and I can mow it. I mean, I just got it done and I'm going to have to start over again. It took me all week because of the rain. And so, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, so I haven't gotten anything done besides mowing. I've just been lazy. We'll be honest, I've just been lazy. I've got some garden picking done, a lot of squash bug picking. The squash bugs are absolutely horrendous. And the way it's been raining, you can't even. I mean, if I could go, sometimes we hate to do it, but sometimes we'll treat with Seven Dust, but we're very careful where we treat when we use the Seven Dust so that we don't get the beneficial bugs. But I haven't even been able to do that with as much rain as we're getting. Huh? Yeah, they're terrible, and it's late for them. Usually we're able to have our succession planting of squash and be fine, and the bugs not be so bad. But they are awful. My poor squash plants look pitiful. But the sunflowers are still showing off great guns. Some of the giant sunflowers, they have opened up. One of them has opened up, and it's bigger than my head. It's huge, and it's tall, real tall. I'll have to get. Let me see if we. Let's see. Oh, it's too bright out there. I'm trying to deflect. I wonder if I switch the camera. Hi, Kevin. Trying to get. Let's see. Switch the camera and see if it'll show the garden better. There we go. That's better. That sunflower out there is absolutely huge, and it's tall too. Super tall. And then that's the view from the front porch. Love this view from the front porch. It's kind of my favorite place to be. All right, so I'm back. But yeah, so I like sitting here at the front porch and viewing part of the garden because I can see one half of the garden, and I can watch all the animals down in the pasture. Oh, Gary, come in. Hello. But yeah, Gary's in the chat. I was just showing off the sunflower. I don't know if you got to see it, Gary. But it's huge. I'll send you a picture later. It's really big. But yeah, it's green back up. We'd browned off really bad. And now it's green right back up. And the cows are loving it down in the pasture. I saw turkeys this week. We hear them a lot and see them sometimes. One run past Gary in the garden, about run him over when we were in the garden one day. A little turkey poult. He was pretty good sized. But yeah, so just porch sitting, which I haven't been able to do a whole lot because it's rained a lot this week. And it rained some today, and I was worried whether or not I get to do my live because sometimes the rain will come in and I don't want to get my phone and stuff wet. But yeah. Kevin's in here. Hello, Kevin. I can't remember if I said hi to you or not. If you got to see the video last weekend, Kevin and Jan from Simply Jan Homestead came over on Saturday, and we went. They were on kayaks and we were in our canoe, and we went fishing, and we had an absolute blast and finished off with some amazing Mexican food, some really good Mexican food. But yeah, so yeah, we had a lot of fun, and I didn't do a lot of filming. Jan did really good at filming. I didn't. I'm always afraid I'm going to drop my phone in the water, or something. But anyway, so yeah, had a good time. We had a really good time. But yeah, so I don't know. Not a whole lot going on. I don't know if I'll do a full live today. I don't have Gary here to keep everybody entertained. and keep me entertained, keep me out of trouble. But yep. So I did start reading a book that I've read before. If you haven't, Corey Ten Boom's, if you hadn't heard of it, Corey Ten Boom's The Hiding Place. And so Corey Ten Boom and her family were I believe they were in Holland, and they hid Jewish families or Jewish people that were trying to escape the persecution from the Nazis, and they were put in concentration camp, caught and put in concentration camp. Yes, it's an excellent book, and the book I checked out from the library is it's 3 of her books. It is The Hiding Place, A Tramp for the Lord, and I can't remember the other one. Yes, Kevin, we're gonna have to come that way and float the sack. Yes, we are. Busy the next couple of weekends, so it looks like it's gonna be September before we can try to make it that way, but we will get that scheduled. August is filling up, and August is almost over. Can you believe that? We are almost halfway through August. That's just crazy to me. But anyway, been reading on that, started The Hiding Place again, and I'll be honest, I can only take a little bit of it at a time. It's so heartbreaking to me that we as human beings can be so cruel to one another. But she's an amazing woman. Her ability to handle and her dependence upon the Lord, and just her ability to forgive is just amazing to me. Oh, we're gonna have a birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Oliver. Yes, Kevin. Before it gets cold, of course. You don't want to be floating with ice too. Gosh. I don't know. No, Miss Brenda, we are not going to be able to make it to the Heartland Homesteaders picnic. Yeah, Gary went fishing without me yesterday. He caught some smallmouth. Yeah, the heat. Yeah, August means the heat's almost over. I always think of it the opposite way. When August is over, that's kind of like, to me, the end of August. When you start September, that means fall. And so, like, even though we will have some heat in September and everything, I get kind of sad because that means gardening seasoning is on the downhill. You like catfish, yeah. Hello, Mike and Terry at MT Homestead. How are you guys? You like it fried, Oliver? Good. Kevin wants to know where you're at, Mr. Xander. Oh, you saw it. Sorry. Yeah, Northern Nevada. Nevada. Yeah. If you are in Missouri, it's the town is Nevada. We have a town named Nevada, Missouri. That is kind of about the halfway point for going back to Kansas, to Homestead, Kansas. Can't wait till you're complaining about how cold it is. Yeah. Yeah, I feel you, Kevin. Yeah. Nevada. Okay. Nevada. Do you? They're spelt exactly the same. But yeah. Yeah, spring's one of my favorite times. I do like fall though, because the trees will turn colors, and especially here in the Ozarks, it's amazing. Nevada. Yeah. Sorry, the mosquitoes are terrible with all the rain we've been getting. They're bad. Really bad. Crappie. Yeah, crappie's good fish. Xander likes fall. Xander's got the fall vote. Gary and I did plant some fall vegetables. We planted some turnips and some radishes. I can't remember what the other thing was we planted. I'll have to go look. But they're sprouting. I can tell you that. It's all sprouting. I was looking at it the other day. But I'll have to go look at it and see what all we got and have to thin it and eat some sprouts. The radish and the Gary, are you still in here? Do you remember what we planted besides turnips and radishes? Did we plant some lettuce maybe? I don't remember. But everything's sprouting. I'll have to go look and see what that third thing is. I should be able to identify it by the sprouts, but it's too far. And if I take the phone over there, we won't have internet over there. I gotta stay in this one spot or my phone don't work. Is it lettuce? Okay. It seems like that's what I thought it was, but it's all sprouting. Oh man, yeah. Yes, you hear the Bob White. They have really been talking today. When Gary and I were talking on the phone earlier, one was really sounding off. See, they're in the garden a lot. I wish they would eat squash bugs, but they're not. I've been battling them things between the rains, going out picking them off by hand, getting the eggs on with duct tape, and I have my gross cup that has soapy water in it that I put the live ones in, and this duct tape kind of slows them down. So if they try to crawl out, I can flick them back down in there till they are unalived. But yeah, yep. So been battling them silly boogers. I pick a bunch of them out a day. Maybe so, Xander. I don't know if they'll eat them or not, but there's an awful lot of them. I would be happy if they were eating them. I'd be very happy if they were eating them. I can't keep up. I cannot. And my poor squash looks terrible. Terrible, terrible. And the grass is taking over in the garden, growing faster than we can pull it. It's crazy. So yeah, I got about a pint and a half of green beans. I canned a pint of green beans. I've got some tomatoes and peppers and onions, and I need to make some salsa. And hi, Miss Barb. And I'm really impressed. I have a ginormous, the biggest bell pepper I have ever grown in my life out here in this little garden. It is crazy. I'm just super, super impressed with these little gardens here in Missouri. I'm not even sure any of our Oklahoma gardens did this well. Yes, we are. We are in your old stomping grounds. Yep, out here by Fort Lost in the Woods. And not too far from Richland. Yep. 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 We're out between Richland and Crocker. We really like it. It's really nice out here. Really nice. All right. See you later. Oh, you're in an area flood watch? In Rolla? Ollie's family, his folks will take good care of him. Just be careful coming back from Rolla, going through the hollers. Oh, at Sweetburg? I think you're in high enough ground. You're not going to have to worry about much, Ollie. Because y'all aren't down in a holler. Sweetburg isn't in a holler, so I think you're going to be okay. Yeah. The folks that are down in the hollers, they'll have to worry. The big thing will be traveling back and forth if anybody's on the roads when they're crossing the low water crossings. That'll be the problem. I think we're supposed to get more rain and a bigger storm. Yes, sweet. Yeah, Ollie's family lives near Okay, Gary's leaving. See y'all later. Tell everybody hi for me. Oh, the creek. I forgot about that creek right there, buddy. Yeah. So we're between where Gary and I live is between Richland and Sweeburg. Loves, yeah, Gary's family all lives around Sweeburg, down south Sweeburg, between Sweeburg and Waynesville. But yeah, except for his grandma and aunts and uncles, but his brother and his mom and dad. My family all lives in Oklahoma, except for except for our children. We've got a girl in Kansas City area, and then the other two live on the homestead, on pathway, on the Kansas homestead. But yeah. I know we're only what 4 miles from Sweeburg. Y'all must really be getting some rain. Well, it's going to be a while before it starts to rain again because the woodpeckers are working on the dead tree over here. And usually they hide up whenever they know it's going to rain. So it'll be a little while before it rains. But it's really neat here. All the birds, there was a lot of birds where we were at in Kansas because we were as my friend Lynette calls it, the oasis, because we just were at a little bit of spot of trees out in the prairie. But so we had a lot of birds there because of the trees. And yeah. Oh. It's okay. It's okay. It's because it's the way we say it. Poor Mike. Mike. Oh gosh, Mike, I don't know you so well, but just know that I love you. And if I tease you, I love you. But Mike just got corrected by a third or fourth grader, fifth grader. No, I'm teasing. But anyway, yeah, yeah, it is sweet. It's what we say at Sweeburg, so it's hard to. Oh, Lake, yeah, yeah. 12-year. I'm so sorry, Oliver. I can't remember how old you are, buddy. But yeah, I've spelled it wrong. I want to spell it with double E, and I want to spell it SWEEDBERG. That's how I always want to spell it. You're in the 6th grade, so I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Oliver. But, yeah. Well, then Miss Christie did a good job teaching you, right? Oh gosh. So it's fine. It's fine. Picky Oliver. But anyway. Oh. Do you think you look? I don't think you look that young, but okay. But yeah. That's right, Mike. I think so. Hi, Roger. Hi, Roger. Roger will help us out. He's a retired school teacher. He'll help us out. But yeah. So, Mike, if you and Terry take a road trip on your motorcycles, let me know. I kind of have a place where you can stay. Oh me, but if y'all are like us, everything's filling up pretty quick. I don't know. September and October are pretty empty for us, but so far. But yeah, gonna get through the Ozarks Homesteading Expo next week. No, not the coming week, but not this coming week, but the next week, 25th and 26th. We're excited for that. Super excited. Gary's got some spoons here on the table that he's carved. We're supposed to be taking tiny house that Gary's brother built. Supposed to be taking it to the expo. I may see you at the gates. I may be working the gates, and then we're going to be working videoing and doing some other stuff there. Oh, cool. Okay. Wow, y'all are over here not far then at all. Not far at all. That is, we are your all stomping ground. Yeah. 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 That's boys. The girls usually are their growth spurts are between the 4th and the 7th and 8th grade, and then boys usually are right after the girls. Yeah, I do live between Sweeburg and Richland, out in the country. It's closer to Richland, very close to Richland, but yep. Yep. Now I won't be here this week. I'm going to Kansas City, and then I'm going to the Kansas place and gonna spend some time over there for a few days. I still got to get some stuff done over there. You have grown a few inches. Well, it's been a few years since I've seen you, so I'm sure you've grown a lot more than you think you have, probably. How did your baseball season end up, Ollie? Oh no, that's not fun. Sorry, the mosquitoes are bad. That's not fun. I'm sorry. Sorry that your baseball season didn't go well. But you got to enjoy playing. That's always good. Always good. Lots of birds today. Holy smokes, they're everywhere. And I haven't got dive bombed. Lost every game but 2. Well, hey, 2 something. You got to play. The important part is having a good time. Really, honestly. The important part is having a good time. When you grow up, it won't matter how many games you lost and won. It'll be whether or not you had a good time, whether or not just lots of I know it seems significant now, but when you grow up it won't be. Lots of memories, lots of good times with your teammates. Second base and left field. Connected. I feel that, Xander. Hi, Miss Julie. Yeah, I think I represent that as well. My legs are pretty dotted with mosquitoes too, and I eat a lot of garlic. I love garlic. And you did play right field too, Ollie? I handle a lot of garlic. Like I put garlic in I made spaghetti sauce last week and handled garlic, and I like to put garlic. I also did something I did that was really, really good. I fermented cucumbers, and I put so it was cucumbers and dill garlic, because our dill has flowered and it's got the flower heads on it, and sliced cucumbers, a dill head, garlic, and black pepper and salt and water, and I fermented them on top of the refrigerator with the ferment kit that I got from Jan at Simply Jan Homestead, and it was so fun. Julie says, "Hey, everybody." Garlic just about everywhere. So, yeah, I don't know. I've been doing some family research and researching stuff, and I found something that said that my dad's family name is Rusco, which we were always told was not the original name, that it had been shortened. But I guess, yeah, Xander, I see. I could totally live that way. All right, good to see you, Ollie. talk to you later. Thanks for coming in, bud. But yeah, so but it said that Rusco was an Italian name, but I don't know. But like if you look at like the census records, it says they spoke French. So I don't think that they were Italian. Supposedly they came from Armenia, and yeah, supposedly they came from Armenia, and their name was shortened. But yeah, so I don't know. That's family story, but who knows? Who knows where they really came from? And so many people changed their names. I couldn't get when I was tracing like my direct lineage. I could not get past my great grandfather, and he was born in 1850, like 1853 or 6 or something. But anyway, I couldn't get past him, and so I don't know. I don't really know. No, I don't know much, but I had done some of that research when I was a child, and one of my aunts had more research, but I didn't hold on to it, and now I've forgotten it. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, Xander. They were in the States. There were Ruscos so I can't, my great grandfather was born in Ohio, and there was a Rusco. I found a Rusco in the county next to the county he was born in Ohio, and I could trace that guy back to New York. He was born in New York, and his father was born in New York, in what is now New York, in the early 1700s. So I'm guessing. I mean, that seems awful in the 1800s to have the same last name and it be an such an odd last name. How could that and be in the county over? That just really. Hey, Jan. They tasted like pickles, Kevin. They were really good. They were really good. But I don't know I don't remember as much world history, especially that time of history, Xander, as I would like. And I need to do some more research. I really would like to find some stuff. My dad had a cousin that lived in Sedan, Kansas, and she had done quite a bit of research. But my goodness, she's gone now. She'd be over 100 years old, and she's passed away. And I don't know, I don't know where all that went. My one of my great aunts had a copy of some of that stuff, and I did write a paper because of my family being founders of the area where I grew up, and the first settlers, some of the first settlers when they opened it up for homesteading. And my grandpa, but anyway, being so instrumental in the school and all of that. I wrote a chapter and of all of my family history, and I just don't remember. But I was like in the 7th or 8th grade. Uh-oh. Level 3 water emergency. Oh my goodness, Julie. I hope y'all get some water. Hope you get some rain soon. The kids, Hannah was trapped at the house last Sunday. I don't know. I don't remember if I had talked to her by the time we did our live last week. They had a bad storm in the night, and the power lines fell down, like knocked the power lines down. They had 80 to 100 mile an hour winds, which 9 Acre Family Farms had bad storms too, and blew down the power lines. And so she wasn't quite trapped in the house, but she could not leave. The power lines were all across the roads and everything, and she couldn't leave. And she didn't need to leave, but yeah, it was bad. You're in Cali County? Okay. Yeah. Goodness. So parts of Kansas, south central Kansas, kind of closer to south central, southeastern Kansas, but closer to central. Really need some rain, y'all. Let's pray for them some rain. If I could bottle it up and send it, I would, Julie. I would. I can't remember if Sedan is in Chautauqua County or if it is in Elk County. Try to remember. Because if you're coming up 99, you've got Chautauqua County, Elk County, and then Greenwood County, which our homestead in Kansas is in Greenwood County. Hi, Charlene. That's okay. No problem. No problem running late. Chautauqua. I thought it was close enough. I'm trying to remember. It always seems like Elk County seems like just it's so thin. But when you drive through it. But yeah, once you get down past Howard, and then, yeah. Yeah, that's it, Brenda. That's the way it is. Yeah, we're not far from you. What are we? A couple hours south of y'all, and it's about the same. That's a huge undertaking. They can. Ooh, wow. Yeah, that's a huge undertaking there, Xander. And you know how big that would have to be. They get their water from Sedan. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. But, so Hannah was out of power from like 2 o'clock in the morning until, hi Lori Carp, until it was later in the afternoon before she got power back on. But she could go out and check animals and be safe, and so she checked on animals. And yeah. But yeah, it's a dreary day, and just so dreary. Overcast and been raining off and on. And I have been a huge procrastinator this week. Huge. I'll have to look that up, Miss Brenda. No problem, Dale. I hope your mama's doing well. We're a couple miles out of Richland. A few miles off of 133. So, yeah. Yeah, and I'm by myself. Good. I'm glad she's doing good. But I've got to go to Kansas this week and do some stuff. And okay, Julie, take Mama's call. Yeah. Oh no, Julie's talking about Dale. Yes, you got to talk to Mama. Yeah. Then if you don't answer, they call and call. They text. I know, I'm a mama, and I was after a grown child last weekend whenever he was not at home and his sister was. Yeah, I was like, where are you at? And I shouldn't. He's grown. He's a grown man. He's 26 years old. He's survived. He has lived on his own for what, 7-8 years, and here I am. Yes, she'll just keep calling. Yeah, that's me. I call and I text and So yeah, I don't know. Gary's grandma used to crack me up. If she couldn't get a hold of us, she would call and see if we were at the hospital. But by then, HIPAA stuff and where they couldn't tell anybody. I don't know why that was. I don't know why. I don't know if it was just her brain or what. But yeah, she was funny. But yeah, we got to spend quite a bit of time with grandma this summer, which is kind of cool because she stayed several weeks with Gary's mom and dad, and with us being this close, just 10 miles away, we got to go over and see her quite a bit. And dementia is hard on a family. Yeah, she knew she knew me, but she didn't know how she knew me, and that's kind of. And Gary, she most time thought he was his dad. So, but and so that kind of confused her. But she and I grew up. Some part of her growing up when she was a smaller child. Part of her growing up, she lived about a mile from where I grew up and was raised, where my family lived. And so, like, some of my aunts and stuff, she knew them. And, but anyway, so, yeah, she knew some of my family, and I knew, like, her dad and stuff like that. Yes, it is so sad. It is so sad. So sad. And she thought she was in a nursing home. So she was really confused when I come in, and she's like, what are you doing here? Well, I come to see you. What are you doing here? And so, yeah, it was kind of sad, really sad, but it's kind of sweet that she still remembers you, like she still remembers people, but doesn't, like, she couldn't remember my name, and she thought we were contemporaries, like we were friends. And so she doesn't realize how old she is. And so we were talking one day, and she said, well, how old am I? And we're like, well, I said, well, Grandma, I can't remember. You're either 92 to 94. And she said, I said, you're 92, 93, or 94. I can't remember. And I said, what year were you born? And she told what year she was born and her birthday. She knew her birthday. And I was like, so you're 93. And she's like, I'm 93. And I was like, yeah, it's 2023. So you are 93. And she's like, really? I'm almost 100 years old. She was like, yeah, it was cute. It was cute. But yeah, so I don't know. She's fun. But we just got to chat. One day we talked about, like, swimming holes, because we swam in the same swimming holes, as kids, and played in the same creeks. And so, yeah, so it was kind of fun. It's kind of fun to talk to her about that. But yeah, so I don't know, guys. We've made it almost an hour. Thank you, guys. We've just carried it, and seemed like it just, yeah, I feel inadequate because although I'm a talker, I'm not good talking to, like, myself. And so I have to really try to picture faces on the other side of the camera, and try to remember that I'm just not just talking into the camera, that you guys are there. But yeah, I don't know. So what plans do you guys have for fall gardens? Any plans for fall gardens? Good. Thank you, Miss Brenda. Any plans for fall gardens? We put in lettuce and radishes and turnips. Thank goodness Gary was in the chat earlier, because I couldn't remember if we'd planted lettuce or not. I knew we'd planted 3 things, but I couldn't remember. And lettuce is typically one of our fall crops. We usually sow it twice a year. But yeah, so we got a lot of stuff that is really blooming really good. I need to do another garden update. I've got a garden video coming out Monday. I hope to get it out tomorrow. Turnips and beets. Hey, that's something, turnips and beets. But I've got, hopefully can get a video loaded to come out tomorrow or Tuesday of a garden video that I shot harvesting stuff earlier, like in July. My computer, be it on the fritz, and not having good internet, is driving me crazy. Thank you, Julie. But yeah, so I still got tons of tomatoes. Tomatoes are really just starting to produce and come on good. If I could beat the squirrels and the groundhogs to the tomatoes, they're doing really good. Still getting quite a few green beans for as small a patches we have. Still harvesting the dry peas and beans. Yeah, it's time to get your fall garden going. Yeah, and I thought I would have some stuff rotated out, and I won't have near as much rotated out the way the year went. Yeah, Xander, I know. Like, yeah, when we lived in Wyoming, we were lucky to get our 90-day. It snowed every day, every month but July at some point in the 5 years that we lived in where we lived in Wyoming. When we lived in Edgerton, our garden got snowed down. One year it snowed in June and they covered my garden. It's crazy because I was gone on vacation. Yeah. Yeah, that's true, Julie, where y'all are at. Yeah. But I'm shocked. I'm really shocked at Missouri. Everybody talked. It has been such a hot spot for homesteading, and I can see why. Because if you do get good ground, like the ground where the hill that this house sits on is really good ground. And we did do Gary did bring in some horse manure, and he did put in some natural fertilizers. But wow. And maybe it's because it's not the huge gardens that we're used to try to grow in Kansas, and we're not having to fight quite as hard. We did fight June. We didn't get any rain in June, and we fought really hard to keep it alive in June. But July is usually when you would be drying off. Excuse me, and we were wet July, and we're wet in August, and it's just crazy coming on. Crazy. But yeah. If I can beat the varmints to the vegetables, we'll be doing good. Right. Well, guys, I think I'll go ahead and wrap it up. Does anybody have any prayer requests? Well, I'm going to pray real quick. And the people in Hawaii, yes, isn't that just so tragic? Such a tragic deal. So tragic. So let's pray for the folks in Hawaii. And Miss Brenda has an unspoken prayer request. Okay, Miss Brenda. Hawaii and Miss Brenda. Rain for southeastern and south central Kansas. Okay. Anne Marie at Big Dreams. Oh no. Yes, definitely praying for Anne Marie. I should have brought a notebook paper. I've got my fingers up. Hopefully I can remember them. Hawaii, rain in parts of Kansas. Anne Marie and Miss Brenda. Hawaii. Okay, guys, I'm going to start us. Go ahead and pray. I may glance up here to cheat on the Father God. I just want to lift up to the folks in Hawaii that have been struck so hard with these wildfires, Lord. Oh, Lord, I just ask that you would comfort those that have lost their loved ones, those that have lost their homes and their businesses. And Lord, the devastation is just so great. Lord, I ask that you would be with them, that you would comfort them, you'd give them wisdom and direction. Lord, I ask that you be with those that are dry in Kansas, that you would bring them rain, and in other parts of the country, Lord, and the world, Lord. Lord, I ask that you would just provide and to most of all, Lord, your will would be done. Lord, I lift up Miss Brenda and her prayer request, Lord. Lord, you know what that prayer request is. And Lord, I just ask that you would have your will and your way in that, you would comfort and bring peace in this situation. Lord, I ask that you be with Anne Marie. Lord, I thank you for keeping her safe in that collision yesterday. I ask that you would provide a vehicle for her. Lord, I ask that you would just provide her needs, Lord. Lord, again, I thank you for her safety, and I ask that you would heal any bumps, bruises, and cuts and any injuries that she may have sustained. And I pray for the other folks involved in the accident, Lord, that you would be with them, that you would comfort them and Miss Anne Marie, that you would comfort everyone involved in that. You would just be with them and draw them ever closer to you, Lord. Lord, I thank you and I praise you for the opportunity to bring these requests to you, Lord. Lord, I just ask that you be with Oliver as he was concerned about the flash flood warnings, Lord. Lord, I just ask that you would be with him and that you would comfort him and remind him that you're in control, Lord. Lord, I thank you and I praise you in Jesus' name. Amen. Guys, thank you so much for coming in and keeping me busy on this Sunday afternoon and make me feel like I got something accomplished, because I have done a whole lot of flitting around and acting like an ADHD person. Oh, good. Everybody's okay, just sore. But yeah, I have done a lot of ADHD. I tried to make lists and still went round and round and didn't get much accomplished. I did figure out what was wrong with the washing machine. I got that figured out. And hopefully when Gary gets back, he can fix it or help me come up with a solution. And but yeah, I did get my library card at the library. I did go to the laundromat and get laundry done. I've done some house cleaning. I just am harder on myself than I need to be, and yeah, and I'm still tired. I still tire easier than I should some days. Some days are worse than others. And it seems like when the weather's moving in and stuff, that seems to really affect me a lot. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Well, y'all, thanks so much for coming along with me this week. Hopefully, I'll see you next Sunday. If not, I'll let you know ahead of time. Watch in for my my community tab. But should be live next Sunday. I hope to have a video or two up this week. If not, at least shorts. I'll at least have shorts videos up. But yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for so much. Oh, Sayla, peace to you as well, Julie. Hopefully, I can get things figured out with my computer and get some videos up. But thank you guys so much for coming along. Remember, God made you special and he loves you very much. And I pray you guys have a blessed week. And remember to like, share, and subscribe and follow along. Support our channel. Thank you. Appreciate y'all.